How's it going, everybody? Seth here. Just gonna do some drawing. I don't really have a plan for today. I'm someone who goes on record a lot and doesn't really do a ton of fan art, I guess. But I'm kind of in the mood for it, so we'll see. We'll see what I end up doing. But Andrew might show up later. I know he's getting a couple errands done or something, so he might join later. But for the moment, just me. We'll get him in if he shows up. But let's see. What am I don't even know what I'm like. Kind of in the mood. There's not even like a thing I want to do fan art wise. It's just more of a. I guess I just don't want to think enough to do like an original character or something. I don't know. But that's, I guess, the plan here. What do I want to draw here? Let's see. If anybody is, I'll take requests too. I'm hopefully not just going to sit here for an hour and figure out what I want to draw. But I figure worst case scenario, I might just, I read the recent Dragon Ball Super chapter this morning, so maybe I'll do something Dragon. I haven't drawn Dragon Ball in forever. Let's do that, I guess. Let's what do I want to do with Dragon Ball here? Oh boy, this is how this is going, huh? Oh boy. Well, let's just get some shapes on the paper, I guess. Wait. That's better. I actually don't really. I could look them up, but I could also not. I hope everyone's doing well.
You're the night sky trying to make me see your stars, but the dark gets lonely. Now I see violet, I can feel silence. In the dark's all that I see. When your stars have burnt out and your heart makes no sound, I'll find violet in your eyes. You'll always be my night sky. You'll always be my night sky.
Oh boy. Yeah, I got nothing to really talk about here, I guess. Same old, like probably everyone else.
Trying to see your stars, but I've always feel
I don't know which way this Yojimbo is. I don't think it covers the patch. Plus, I guess this is better because it doesn't interfere with his left arm. Let's see how that works. I guess it doesn't matter. I can always make this. Okay. Well, actually, for as much as I was kind of... Well, now I'm gonna sit down and try, and then... It's a lot easier to sketch a thing that looks fine, because it doesn't have to. So. Let's take a look. Oops. Okay. Man, early Dragon Ball is crazy. Does it always go to the left? I guess it is, right? I guess so. I thought it was always... Huh. No. No. I think that was where he's looking. I guess I'm not wrong. Okay, let's clean this up. If anybody says anything, I am not gonna see it because I am bringing up some... I guess I can put this on. I like this one. Let's put this in here so I can keep an eye on some any perspective chances. Okay, let's... Oh, I always draw big ears. Oh, there he is. Discord never rings, but I guess when it does, it's like super loud.
I didn't know if it was going to ring if you're here or what.
Yeah, no, I guess I figured I'd hear like you message me on Facebook, but oops. No, it was just like showed up. That's too bad. You didn't have to. You didn't have to.
Like a couple hours into this.
Yeah.
Immediately.
You didn't have to jump on.
No, I looked. I thought it was way later than it was by the time I was ready. But I looked at the time. It's not that late at
I live inside my own world of make-believe.
What a wide head.
Kids screaming in the cradles, profane.
I thought I found something in board and card games, but
See the world through ice covered in ink and bleach.
you said it didn't exist. But wouldn't it essentially just be a video game now?
My cries
Since you're playing it on Steam anyways?
I love that
I'm saying as a tag.
fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush. Take my eyes open to force reality. Why can't you just let me eat my weight in glee? I live inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in the cradles.
I was looking for, I kind of was in the mood to do, like, fan art, as rare as I am, and I was looking for reference, and I saw that.
Sometimes I can't tell if my body belongs to me. I love everything. Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush.
To keep you guessing. Sounds like Root. Bothering. Neither of us like streaming. I don't know. Well, yeah, I mean, but I guess I would use the deck construction tag if I was like making Yu-Gi-Oh or Magic decks.
No, I'm not saying. I'm just saying like there exists a tag for a subset of board gaming, but I can't seem to find a general board gaming tag.
Yeah, I just did another search and there's a carton board that you say you can't.
Yeah, it doesn't show up. I could have sworn I found something.
Is there a difference between like categories and automatic and stream? Because there's like a difference in here.
I'm also finding these like Streamlabs, so maybe
There's wargaming.
maybe it's a Streamlabs thing, not a Twitch thing.
Yeah, maybe. Stream tags are generally applied by creators or their channel editors to streams, but some may also only be applied to channels that meet qualifying conditions. Category tags are applied to categories and generally describe things like game genres. They cannot be applied directly by creators to their streams. I don't know why you can't. Huh. I know this isn't anything new, but like, Goku's hair is wild.
If I gave you a week, would you keep it in a bottle line? And pour a drink of me. And let your
Alright,
friends
I am going to try Woodland Alliance again. Third time.
they could be.
See if I can figure it out. I was getting pissed yesterday. I lost by one point in basically one action last game. And it was an action that I realized after I screwed up really. When the game automates everything, there's a lot of stuff that I just don't think about because the game does it for me. So like figuring out exactly how many points I'm going to get for something I don't really worry about.
But because of that, you don't really think about how many points you're getting and how many points you could get.
Yeah, and so like I was literally 1 point short of winning the game. Yeah, I was one action short of getting that point, and I could have had that action. But also, like, Vagabond is out of control. When I've only played the Vagabond once, but I felt crippled the entire game because I just could not get. He relies heavily on. All of his actions are dictated by item use, and each item allows for a different type of action. And those items, when he uses an action, the item has to get exhausted, and then he can only refresh so many each turn. So if he like overdoes it on actions, he'll only get so many actions back next turn. Keep track of all that kind of stuff. There are ways to get more of them back. But there's just a lot of stuff in play. And on his own, he's kind of at the mercy of everybody else. Because he starts with only so many actions, up to 3 different vagabonds. There are only 4 more items on the board. There's 4 ruins on board. I think those ruins are set. If I remember in the board game. Maybe it's randomly generated. In the game, they are set. They are in the board game, at least on this board. They are set
Are there other boards with root?
There's a winter board where everything is not. These are all designated.
Yeah.
Like what type of.
And then a winter board has a random.
The winter board, everything is blank. It's just like locations, so you have to mark, like you randomly assign each one a suit. So whether it's fox, rabbit, or mouse, and I believe even like the ruins are random. Whereas on the main board, I thought there were 4 or 5 spaces that were marked as ruins. There's specifically 4 or 5 tokens that are ruins tokens. So those items those are the only items you can get from ruins. So like, in order to get more items, you need to craft. As far as I played, none of the ruins locations had a hammer, which you need to craft, and I did not start with a hammer. So that meant I had to craft a hammer, but I couldn't craft a hammer because I didn't have a hammer. So I had to rely on the other players to craft a hammer. And the other players not only did not craft a hammer, they didn't craft fucking anything. So I spent the whole game going, I can't do jack shit. And it was so frustrating. When I play in the Vagabond as AI, everybody crafts fucking everything. And by the end of the game, he is able to do so much. And he always seems to target me. And to be fair, his decision that fucked me over was a good decision because I was about to win a turn even earlier than I would have won before. And I will say, to its credit, the Woodland Alliance is supposed to feel like the underdogs. Like they are the guys that are just like scraping by. And I thought it sucked, but I think it's by design that they feel like they are scraping by. You feel like you are not accomplishing anything. Granted, I was making points almost every turn, but your points, like, the whole Woodland Alliance, like, play, which we'll probably see once I actually start going, is, like, you are trying to set up dominoes so that they will eventually fall. But it is so hard for you to set up those dominoes. In order to place any pieces on the board, there are very specific conditions that need to be met. Not super heavy conditions, but enough that like there are so many turns where it's just like I cannot do anything. So I guess I literally just like discard 2 cards to put more followers into my pool and hope that next turn I can do something. But in order to put tokens on the board requires specific conditions, which get harder the more everybody else starts populating the board. In order to trigger those requires specific conditions. It's harder because everybody can so easily just attack your stuff because you can't defend it unless you have a warrior, and it's so hard to get warriors on the board because you can't get warriors on the board until you get your sympathy out on the board and explode one of them so that you can put a base down, but everybody is constantly attacking your sympathy that it takes forever. And if the Vagabond took out one of my... Like, you're always leaving something undefended. And the Vagabond took out one of my bases, and I thought just like, well, that sucks. I lose an action and a base, but I forgot when you lose a base, you also lose like a ton of followers. I forget exactly what the conditions are that dictate what you lose, but like I was finally set up, and I was like, I'm going to be able to do so much next turn. It's finally happening. I'm gonna be able to blow up like 3 different locations. It's gonna be amazing. And it took so long to get there. And then the Vagabond came in and took down one of my undefended bases, and then I was like, well, at least I can just like explode it back up and get another base out there. And I was like, oh no I can't, because when he did that, I lost all of my resources. And it is I cannot revolt yet. I have to place sympathy, which, and you're also like, I always want to hold on to cards, but it is not worth it. Like I was crafting a ton of stuff because 1 is points, 2 because I wanted the Vagabond to trade with me so that he could give me more cards. I was like, why not discard this card to get some points and an item? He gives me cards. He refused to trade with me. And I always want to spread sympathy in like heavily populated places. I guess I should. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. This was also how I played last game. Every time, there are a couple things. The game is actually fairly well implemented, a lot better than on television. It's pretty clear what's going on. Sometimes when you get attacked, a lot of times I'll be saving an ambush card, and I'll be like, I'm going to use this ambush card when I get attacked here, and then I'll get attacked, and then it'll ask me, do I want to use the card, and I'm like, where is this on the board again? What's like, where am I? But you can't like pull out and look. And I'm just like, is this where I wanted to use it? It was a mouse clearing, but there were like 3 mouse clearings that I could have been attacking. And before you have your bases out, you can't have any warriors. And until you have bases, you can't get a nice base. So like half your turn is just like pass for the first like chunk of the game when you're the Woodland Alliance. And I got attacked.
Yeah, I'm gonna put this bad boy up.
Somebody's buying Bolo. Somebody's buying Bolo. I need you not today. I need you right away. Somebody's in this bed. Somebody feels like no one cares. Somebody's in this bed. Somebody feels like no one cares.
bear it. But a lot of pain. But I know that you're pure. I'm a disease and you are my cure. Right there, girl, you better move. Right there, can you feel it too? Right there, girl, you better move. Right there, can you feel it too? No place I'd rather be. You're the girl I wanna see. You're the girl I wanna be. Baby, is that you and me? Yeah. No place I'd rather be. You're the girl I wanna see. You're the girl I wanna be. Baby, is that you and me? Yeah.
Uprising.
Baby, is that you and me? Oh, baby, is that
This isn't a jab. Have you won?
Ever?
Yeah.
Yeah, today. You realize I'm only been playing.
No, I know.
Ever?
Yeah.
I have won as the cat and the bird. Like the cat I He ate his stem? Aid me, dude! I built a fucking hammer for you! Oh, I hate you. Oh, this is worse. Did he take it? Nope, I still got my stupid hammer. Why don't you want the hammer? Oh, you suck. And he's attacking me. All the burbs are. I wish I had one fewer warriors so I could have taken out their house. Nowhere to revolt. Wait, why'd that cost 2? I thought this one only cost 2. If I realized that, I would have put it here and taken my chances.
So I kind of wanted to do this, like a Dragon Ball thing, or at least it was on my brain because I read the recent chapter of Super, and they like did a bunch of lore stuff, which was neat, and I think.
Are you sharing your video, by the way? Can we both share video at the same time? I assume we can.
Yeah, we haven't before. I am not, though. I will. Let me ruin this. There you go. Am I sharing it?
Pull it up.
It did a thing, and then it like also made a not sharing it thing. But yeah, I remember the last arc I was interested in. I wasn't really interested in Super until the last arc, and then it just devolved into the same crap that I don't read Super for. But then this one was like, hey, let's do a whole bunch of like world building, and a lot of it was stupid. but it was kind of neat.
My computer apparently cannot handle.
A lot of it was just kind of like, yeah, whatever. But they said that like the Namekians are from an entirely different realm, like another dimension. You asked for it.
I know Super added a whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah. But it was just like... I guess it was... I mean, no real different than finding out that, like, Goku was part of an alien race. But it was just like... Wait, the Namekians are a, like, entirely different dimension? They just like, that's... Well, I guess they called it Namek. Are they named after it, or did they name it? But there was, like, they did introduce, like, sets of Dragon Balls that are less than 7, which I guess is interesting, just because it's different. It's still probably going to be the same thing.
I guess that's my big... Like, I like Dragon Ball.
I like Dragon Ball because I've liked it. I think if I was getting into Dragon Ball now, I will argue... I guess if I was getting into, like, Z and Super and stuff, I would probably have less patience for it.
I mean, I would say, and I say this as someone who hasn't from Dragon Ball, but I feel like if I was coming into Dragon Ball now, I would have an easier time than coming in. I think One Piece is I've said this, and I don't...
You don't, yeah, you don't care for One Piece.
One Piece is a slog to read. I think, I have not read Dragon Ball in a long ass time, but I would assume that most of Dragon Ball probably moved at a pretty decent clip. It's probably like One Punch Man, where you just get like action. But like One Piece has so much world building that I don't care for, that just like takes up so much time. And that's the thing that totally me bad. Is every time I'm like, I'm gonna get back into One Piece, and I have to sit through like 5 chapters of people explaining technology and I don't care. Like, give me weird superpowers, dump links, like traveling through lands. I don't care about all that crap. And I feel like in Dragon Ball, like all you really need to know is
Right. And I think, I mean, and the problem with Super, at least for me, is that, and why I don't really care about it, is I don't think the characters are all that interesting anymore. I think there's a lot of stuff going on in One Piece, especially now. But I think throughout, whereas in Super, like, I was interested in the Moro arc, because it was like, hey, this is like a magical being, and like he can, you know, siphon energy and stuff like that, and that's all the main characters do. That's why I'm explaining it.
No, I know. You said, I didn't know if you were assuming I knew when you said like the Moro arc, and I was like, I don't know what that is. And I didn't know if your explanation was an explanation of what you liked or an explanation of what you were talking about.
Kind of both. but it was just something that, like, I decided to read Super after not reading Dragon Ball in a long time. Because, because of Moro's ability to, like, siphon energy and things like that, and the fact that that is all... I was getting bored with Dragon Ball. Like I was saying, I think the original series holds up. I think Dragon Ball when he's a kid, up to King Piccolo, I think that still holds up. I haven't read it in a long time, but I did watch it a couple years ago, and then lost interest at Z. And I think I'm interested in Dragon Ball now because I liked it as a kid, because it was a big thing for me.
I do want to get back into watching. I don't know if I would ever read Super, but I was watching Super. Watching it, especially, I stopped around when I had caught up to the dub and had to go into subs, and I had to. It was better when I turned it. It was a good background show.
Mm-hmm.
Back when I was playing Fire Emblem Warriors, it was like I just need to kind of look up to see what's happening every once in a while I'm mashing the Y button to attack or whatever. But I kind of like, once I had to like start reading and stuff, I was like, I don't think I really care enough to like devote all of my time to this. I'm fine with devoting half my time.
Right.
But I don't know if I'd ever read it, but I do want to go back, especially now that I have.
I don't mind reading it. I mean, it's a fairly quick read. I think Toyotaro...
I read so much other stuff.
Yeah, see, I don't really read it. You kind of read everything, whereas I don't. And it helps that it only comes out once a month. But it is longer. It's like 50 pages or whatever instead of 20. But, yeah, it's just something that... It feels so samey. And even the last arc I was interested in ended up just being samey. But I just, like, don't care about Goku and Vegeta always doing the same thing. And so when they at least introduce something, like, I mean, they introduced, like, hey, there's a Dragon Ball set that's 2 Dragon Balls. Like, oh, that's kind of interesting for some reason. I think just because it's different.
For some reason.
I mean, yeah, I mean, I really don't, like, if you called me out and was like, well, why is this interesting? I'd be like, I really don't know. It's different. It's not like planet-sized Dragon Balls are interesting because they're like huge planets, and you're like, how would you collect them? But, like, there's the Namekian Dragon Balls and the Earth Dragon Balls, and it's just like, I don't care. They're essentially the same thing. I think, like, Purunga can grant 3 wishes or something. I don't know. Who cares? And honestly, who cares about 2 Dragon Balls? Because he collects them, and then he's just like everyone else in existence, I too want to be the strongest in the universe. And it's like, whatever. But I mean, there could be something interesting with, like, people were speculating, like, the power of the wishes of a 2-star dragon is probably less than, like, planet-sized 7 dragon. You know what I mean? And so it's like, well, what does that mean in a smaller capacity? Like, that could be an interesting thing. But it won't be, because Dragon Ball's not. But...
Are you kidding me? Fucking kidding me. This game will not cut me a fucking break.
why should it?
It just... when we play Armello,
Is it because you're a socialist?
when we play Armello, Kyle always gives me shit because he says that the game will just like randomly work in my favor, and it is true. Like that game, things just fall into my lap.
Yeah.
But for him, like everything. And like with this, I was like, I'm gonna go on 4 warriors. Like whatever we roll, I get the higher roll because that's how it works. They only have 1 cat, so they're only gonna be able to deal 1 damage. Again, only the fucking 1. Just I was like, if I roll a 2 or 3, I am guaranteed to take out one of their buildings. That's great. And I had 2 opportunities there, and both times it was a 0 and a... Like, it's good, I didn't lose any war. So it's not like the worst that could happen, but I just like... The cats are winning, and I need to... Not only do I need to catch up, like, I need to stop them. And so I need to start taking out their buildings so they're not going to be effective.
Mm-hmm.
But the game just like, I have so few actions, and the game just like keeps going like, we'll just make it. No, like, come on. I get attacked constantly. And every time I've been attacked with no warriors, I always roll high. Like, it doesn't matter because I don't get to do any damage back. Yeah, take them out. Fortunately, might even make it take out some of their buildings because then they can more easily try and build stuff and still get points, just not as many. No
I like know what I want to do with his leg, but I like can't visualize it in my brain.
No, I can't grab it. Everybody's been crafting everything, so I'll just take it out. I can't even craft. There we go. Only at 1 point. Oh boy, I am not gonna win now.
He's not either.
Buddy.
I don't. Get out of here. You know what bugs me? I love... No, because they would know better than to do that. I love... Wait, how does that work? I love rounded Dragon Ball art. Like, old Toriyama. And I can see the appeal of, like... I think Z and, like, Super and stuff, I mean, is clean artwork. And it's good, it's just... I prefer Dragon Ball to Z or Super. But what bugs me, and what I find like so weird in almost like it's not wrong, but I hate modern style Kid Goku. Like where he's not rounded.
Muscly?
Where he's like not rounded, where he's
Tiny little jacked Goku.
yeah, he's just like mini Goku instead of like rounded child Goku.
Speaking unrelated, but speaking of Dragon Ball, when I
How is it unrelated if we're talking Dragon Ball?
mildly related, when when I was looking at all those games on sale and I grabbed Marvel vs. Capcom and shouldn't have, I decided to check in on fighters to see if there was I knew there were more characters. I didn't realize there was a whole other character pack that I didn't have, so I gotta wait.
I think only two of them are released. There's Baby and
There were 3 or 4 characters that I didn't have that were part of I think
because Roshi I thought was part of the last. Maybe that is part 3.
Roshi was in.
Super Baby Vegeta.
I don't think I saw Vegeta. I saw Roshi. I saw the blue hair Goku.
Gogeta?
No. The like Ultra Instinct or whatever, the one that's got like the whitish.
Oh yeah.
Blue hair.
Yeah, Ultra Instinct Goku, and then who else?
The female Saiyan from Super.
Kefla. Yeah.
No, her name's like
Well, Caulifla, and then.
Kale. I think her name's Kale.
But isn't it the fusion? This is probably great. This is probably
I don't know.
great
I'm
audio.
only telling
Yeah, are
you
you?
what I saw. I think-
You always joke about my Dragon Ball brain, and you're like, no, I don't think so.
I'm telling you what characters I looked at, and you said Baby Vegeta, and I'm like, I'm 90% certain I would have recognized it. And I don't remember. I remember Roshi, I remember Goku, I remember the female Saiyan girl. Who,
Super Baby Vegeta is in there.
I mean, I'm just telling you I didn't see him. He might not be released yet. Or if he is released, then I didn't notice him.
No, I think he's supposed to come out soon.
Yeah, that's
Because they have
probably why.
they had a trailer.
He wasn't listed yet. I'm talking about the ones that were like available. Maybe cut the shit. Why can't I revolt in this?
You're the one who doesn't know this stuff. Gogeta Super Saiyan 4, Goku Ultra Instinct, Kefla, Master Roshi, Super Baby 2.
Cats and the Vagabond are 3 points away from winning. This sucks. This is even worse than last time.
That's why I asked if you've won this game, because the only conversations I hear of you from Root is you just texting me or talking to me, and you're just like, there's no way I'm winning this. I'm fucked. The Vagabond is insane. There's no way. I can't do it.
That's because I played 3 games in a row as
Woodland Alliance, and you can't handle it.
I cannot.
Do you want me to play for you? I did win on my as the Woodland Alliance.
Well, if I could get a computer that didn't know the rules like I didn't know, then I too could.
You act like you kept it from me. You and Kirsten and John couldn't.
No, what I'm saying is.
Yeah, nobody knew the rules.
What I'm saying is, the idea is you're supposed to be losing those pieces constantly because everybody's attacking them because they know that they're devastating if they trigger. And I didn't attack them because I was like, I have only so many actions and I want to do all these other things. This one single weekly token that, as I did not know was going to affect me, I was just like, it's probably going to give him points later.
And it did.
Because I asked you, like, what's it do? And you said nothing yet. And I was like, okay, yeah, it probably, like, allows him to build a building or something. And so I didn't, like, worry about it.
That was the plan, lead you into a false sense of security. I like can't figure out how these work.
They bad.
Yeah, but how?
Tiny wizards in our list.
Okay. Okay.
Sometimes I can't tell if my body belongs to me. I love everything. Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush.
Oh,
I wanna taste your content, hold your breath and feel the attention. Devils hide behind
Hey,
redemption.
I'm sure they still do it. Do you remember when literally like there was like a red-eye version of every anime character fan art, and they're like, but they're smoking weed. How about how dumb that is? It's like, oh, I hate it. Okay, I'm gonna have to sketch out this. I don't know what is happening.
Just tripping on day. Dreams got dirty little lullabies playing on repeat. Might as well just ride around the nursery and count sheep.
When it hurts like this. We climb the greatest heights, jump down and have a fight, and that's all we'll ever like. But that can never change my mind. When it's good, it's amazing. When it's bad, it's uneasy. I wouldn't have it another way. There's no other way. When it hurts like this, when it hurts like this.
Making a comeback. Too late.
When it hurts like this, we hold each other high, but we fall 1,000 times. But I'd never say goodbye or ever leave this stuff behind. When it's good, it's amazing. When it's bad, it's uneasy. I wouldn't have it another way. There's no other way. When it hurts like this. When it hurts like this.
Oh no, my base. Oh no, no! Those are so hard to hit. I
When it
guess
hurts like this.
pretty easily. Oh my god, he just like destroyed everything.
That's because you're not keeping him in check.
You can't keep him in check. He's out of control. The Vagabond is so powerful. He's still going. He's already won. Look at my base. God damn. Like I said, I made a comeback, but it was too late. I think I ended with 3 points away from winning. Nope, 6 points. Catch. The Vagabond had 37 points. Those cards are like ridiculous. And if the game didn't execute them the way they did, if they occurred in an actual game group, I would. So there's a card that says like remove all enemy pieces from a rabbit clearing,
Yeah.
mouse clearing, or fox clearing. How would you interpret that?
By removing all of the rabbit pieces from a specific clearing.
Wrong. You remove all enemy pieces from every single clearing effect.
Cool.
Granted, in order to craft that card, you need to have dominance in... Not even dominance. You need to have whatever your conditions are for crafting. So for cat, you need to have blacksmith in 3 of whatever type of clearing that is. Dynasty, you need to have Roost in 3 of whatever type of clearing that is. For the Woodland Alliance, you need to have the 3 of whatever clearing that is. And that's actually very hard to pull off. The Cats probably have the easiest route. The Vagabond only needs to have 3 hammers and then be in whatever type of clearing that is. Which, granted, it's not necessarily easy to get 3 hammers, but it is way easier than in both games that I have played where the Vagabond destroyed everyone. It's because he was able to use one of those cards, and he just wiped the board.
Good for him.
Because it is devastating. There's like, I think 4 of each type of clearing. So you remove everything. Like, he went from, I think he was tied with the Cats. I think it was 27 points. He made 10 points in a single turn.
Good for him.
He removed every single piece off the board and he's one granted him a point to the wall. Out of control. Now I'm going to play as the Vagabond.
And
I'm going
lose.
to get pissed because it's not going to work. Because it has never worked.
Because you're doing what I do, where you're like, fine, if this is the best character, then I'll be him.
I'm like my dad in Mario Kart, where he would just like, whatever character you just last ban, and then he would be that character until you beat him with someone else and then ban him.
Ain't no place to hide, ain't no one to run to. Here we go again. Call my bluff, I'ma be here till the end.
Watch, no one's gonna fucking
I'm the one you ride, I'm the one you ride to.
Make him craft.
Can't make him craft.
Well,
How do I make him craft? There's AI, you do whatever they want.
well, obviously, you make a 2-player game, and you play the other team.
That way I'm always
Yeah. And then you craft what you need. I don't understand the problem here. If you want to win, you can win. Just sounds like you don't want it enough.
Here we go again. Time is up and I'm calling up my friends. Ain't no wonder why, ain't no wonder ride to. Here we go.
How much do you think you're going to lose?
Call me up
very hard. When I was the Vagabond last time, I was like, I've seen the. I was like, I'll see this. I think the Vagabond's an interesting. I think I
Ain't no place to hide, ain't no one to run to. If you don't wanna change, I can help you out. I can help you out. I can help you out.
Cool.
I can help you out. 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 I can help you out.
I really like Root. I have the physical board game, and I've only played it once entirely solo, and then once with Root. And the people who made this game, they've made a couple asymmetrical games. I really like one of them called Fast, but I played this with a group.
Me!
Yeah, with Seth included, and it fell apart really fast. because
For him.
It's like care for everybody. I mean, for me, but
I liked it.
of course you did. You won.
And maybe that
I've
was...
learned if you win a game, you're probably going to like it. You might be like, yeah, it was a little. Regardless, I saw the game for the machine that it was. The very carefully balanced house of cards, where one wrong move. Asymmetrical games only work asymmetrically if everybody kind of keeps it all in check. And I learned that Root kind of requires everybody to keep it in check. And to the game's credit, and I have learned having played this with the computer, where it automates all the rules and everything for me, a lot of that is in Vast, it's kind of cool to play where nobody knows what anybody else can do. Like, you all sit down with a brand new character and you have no idea what anyone's doing, and you're playing a game that involves moving tiles, and another person is playing a game that involves laying down cards, and one person has no cards whatsoever. And it's interesting to watch their turns going. It's like, what are they doing? I have no idea what anyone else is doing. I just know what my goal is. And then you finish the game, and you go, that's cool. Let's all switch roles, and you all swap around, and then you play again, and you're like, oh, that's what you were doing with the cards. I remember, like, our first game of Vast, watching the person who played the goblins, seeing him, like, look at a hand of cards, and then, like, stare at them for a while, lay one down, and then, like, pick it back up, and look at it again, and lay it down. And like, what's he doing? What's he thinking? I have no way of reading what's going on, but that was exciting. In Root, no one knows what's going on, not even the people with their own roles, because the tutorial sucks.
Yes.
And it was just, the game requires a level of balance where you kind of need to know what everyone else is capable of, or else you can't properly keep them in check. Because it is a game of limited resources and actions for all factions. So you don't want to waste an action doing something that isn't beneficial. The point with when we played was Seth played as the Woodland Alliance, and he had all these little fist tokens all over the board, and I didn't know what they did. I asked him what they did, and he said nothing yet. And I thought, well, then I'm not really concerned, because I was playing the cats, and I needed to expand my empire, and I was just like, I'm not going to waste a fight action just to remove these tokens. I have other things to do. He can't fight back, so I'm just not going to bother. I'm sure whatever it does, it probably just like puts a building in that space or allows them to suddenly throw a warrior in the clearing. I didn't know what it did. Turns out that once he was finally able to trigger one of those, it removes every enemy piece from that clearing, and it was devastating, because I'm pretty sure you played it on the clearing that had my keep in it, and the keep can never be rebuilt. So once that happened, like, there was no recovery. And in the game's credit, had I known what he was doing, I would have attacked those places to keep them that big. But in the game, like, to speak ill of the game, like, I shouldn't have to know what everyone is capable of in an asymmetrical game in order for the game to run. But playing it this way, like, I like Armello a lot. Armello is a lot of fun. I think this, as a board game and as handling its own rules and stuff, works better. Armello, I have noticed a lot of glitches. I don't really know every single player, but it kind of requires a lot of communication and goodwill from other players to explain what they're doing. And to be fair to the game, the Woodland Alliance is an extreme example of how devastating one ability can be. Most of the other ones, like, as far as I was concerned as the cast, everyone could see what I was doing. I was putting out followers. I was putting down buildings that would either give me more warriors, more crafting materials, or would allow me to craft. So it was very clear what I was doing. Same thing with the birds. The birds had a track, and you could see, like, the birds every turn would have to, move from this type of clearing because it says so on their track. It's very clear. With the Woodland Alliance, I had no idea what anything was going to do. And same thing with the Vagabond. The Vagabond kind of slips by just because he's not a threat for so long until he is.
Well, I think some of that first game is also like, you have to go, it's one of those games that you have to go in kind of expecting it to be like, we're just all gonna figure out what's happening.
Yeah, and I mean, it didn't, like I said before, it didn't help that I had played Vast, and Vast was very clear what any action. Like, Vast was a game you could hand everybody their their rule sheet. You could hand them all of their tokens and everything, and everybody could just, like, sit down and play.
Mm-hmm.
And Granted, like, there is a learning curve with that. You read your rules, and you read certain rules, and you have no idea what they mean, and it doesn't make sense until you see somebody take their action. You go,
And you
"Oh,
see it in
that's
context, yeah.
It's not perfect, but I feel like it is a game where everybody can go in blind and come out the same. But I feel like Root is a little too complex and has too many moving parts. And and to be fair, the same weekend where we played Root and went to shit, we played Vast, and Vast also went to shit. So it's not like Vast doesn't have the same problems. I had played like 6 or 7 games of Vast and never encountered a problem. It was in this one weekend we had it both in my very first game.
God, I cannot draw this hand.
I think the problem
Probably. But I liked, out of those ladder games, or leader games, or whatever, I thought Root was the most interesting, as opposed to Vast, as opposed to either Vast. I think I was like more interested in exploring the Root space than I am the Vast space.
I'm really interested in trying to have the problem is it took out all the main
Oh, because you like reset everything.
I cut my screen.
Am I still?
I really like our mellow model. Our mellow model starts to feel like we play it.
I think Armello's fine. I think there's a lot of like wonky luck for me.
There is a lot of wonky luck. I think there's a lot of randomness. There's also
There's a lot of things that you just can't really mitigate, and it's like, yeah, you can just go with the flow, but
we've encountered a lot of like, even outside of like, there's a lot of like times where the game like has glitches. Like there are times where people are hidden, but you can see them, and I'm not sure if that's like if there's a game reason. Sometimes it's just like no, you can see them, but the game doesn't think you can see them because you can't like target them. There are times where like certain things trigger that shouldn't. There are times where like certain things that should trigger don't. and there's also like the really obnoxious thing of like you can do things outside your turn, which is neat. Like it's neat that it does a lot of stuff that a physical board game can't.
Yeah.
You can have hidden movement, you can have actions outside of other players' turns, where you don't need to like stop the game to do something. But at the same time, there are times where like if you're first or last player, certain things just like you're trying to like trigger things before certain actions take place. And you just like have to like race against the game forces to allow you to play it hard before the next thing triggers. Like dawn or evening stuff, like takes computer action. Like just stop. Like I don't care what the computer's doing right now. I just need to lay down the card before this person takes their turn, and I need to wait for night for it to happen. It's all stuff that's like legal, but the game like fights you to do it because it's like completely automated. Has anybody crafted? I think it shows the item up. It did. Oh, farts. Can't I do this quest? Oh, I don't have any of the items for it. Well, fuck me. Are you fucking kidding me? I shouldn't have moved into this clearing then. God damn it. Well, shit. Now I don't have the. Now I have the thing to make this, but I don't have the action to move there. God damn it.
Thank you, Father, for saying I am an awesome illustrator. It's one of those things where it's like, it's not that I don't appreciate the sentiment. I'm just like, you have to say that. I'm not trying to impress you, Dad.
With Root, I think it's all a moment to say. Yeah, I will say, Armello is a game that you can turn off your brain and just kind of play it.
Root is like, yeah, Root is something you have to.
You have to make decisions. You have to know, like, you have to kind of come up with long-term plans, especially with certain factions.
I think Root is fairly heavy.
Armello, like, I go into Armello nowadays playing with my brother because he gets mad that I always win. I go in, like, completely blind. Like, I'm just like, I'll just do whatever happens. Like,
You kind of have to.
I just kind of, like, go randomly
With the flow.
with the flow of it, but I will say, like, I go in randomly and I still have no problem. Things just kind of happen. You just kind of, like, I'll go in and I'll start my, on the way to the quest, if I get a spirit stone, cool. Like, next quest, maybe I'll look at what stats are going to boost, and then there's another spirit stone. It's going to boost my strength. If I go for that quest, I'll go for the spirit stone again. Next thing you know, you have 2 or 3 spirit stones. You're like, I guess I'm just going for a spirit stone. Early on, if I get, like, screwed over, or I get a bunch of rot cards, I'll just go, I'll commit to rot, and I'll just get myself as rotted, and I'll get as much rot as I can. Usually, those are the only 2 things that really drive my choice. 90% of the time, I win by points. I went last time, and I had all 4 stones. Castle, and I didn't realize we were on, like, the last turn, and I was like, I guess I'll go on the next turn. And it's like, nope, game's over. By the way, I just won. Still leading points. I always it's it's also a game that, like, again, this is just dumb luck, but when I play Carmelo, like, I go in blind, and kind of do whatever. But like anytime I have the most rot, that I'm best equipped to fight the king, or I have all 4 spirit stones, I'm also leading in points. And it's just like, if I cared about winning, I now play just to do whatever I think looks interesting. But if I cared about winning, like, I should just like sit outside and not follow. Like, don't paint a target on my back.
I think, like I was saying,
Pre-planned, which one? For a pre-planned strategy for Groot or for Carmelo? Because I mean, I don't know. I mean, I think Armello is kind of boring because it doesn't really matter. Like pre-planned strategy, so much is random. Like you could go in and say like, I am decked out to do magic and go for the stones, and you can just like the stones just don't appear around you. You keep all of the quests that would give you a stone; those are random. You could even have like a 70% chance of success and still lose those. And so there's a lot of randomness in the game that I feel like I never. It's nice to play casually because I don't commit to things. Because if I did, I would get frustrated. It is a nice game to play completely casually, where you just kind of let whatever happen. But I also say that as someone who, because of random chance, not because I'm a great player, completely random chance, I win almost every game. My brother and I play that game almost every week, and I think I've won 3 times in all the time we play.
you mean
Sorry,
lost.
I've lost 3 times. I win almost every time without a shot. It's all rigged.
Every time I win in Armello, I always feel like I didn't do anything. I just like got.
I feel like I didn't earn it. I felt like I just was like, I make some good choices. Like it's not like I haven't had one because I was trying. It's a lot of like.
It's like, oh, you got all of like every time I lose, I always feel like, oh, all of your quests spawned right next to you, whereas all of my quests I have to travel all the way across the board. And yeah, like you said, I feel like a lot of my games of Armello have ended up where I'm like going for prestige, but then it's just like, hey, here's 4 spirit stones. It's like, oh, okay. I mean, weren't you saying before that like you had a game where you're like, oh man, I'm gonna win this way, and then the game was just like, you can win this way too. It's like, oh, I was like working towards something, and you just like took
I've
that.
had multiple games where I believe it was with Pete, when I was playing, where very early on I just happened to hit a lot, like on my second turn, and then I was just like, hey, I'm gonna go for rock, and I had nothing but like from like turn 3, I did nothing but head straight for the king. Because I had a lot of rot, but I was not equipped to fight. I had some decent items, but I ended up like on my way to the king, finding like randomly happening on getting more and more rot. I just kept drawing spell cards, hoping to get cards that would give me rot, and I just like overflowed myself with rot. And I spent from turn 3 onward, not even turn 3, like dawn 2, because round. Just like making a beeline. I didn't care about my quest. I didn't care about. I was just like, I'm gonna see if I can do this. Because I realized like if I waited for the king's castle, for the keep to open by doing all my quests, like the king's rot was gonna catch up. 3 turns in, I think I was at like 8 rot or something. But I just like happened to do a lot and like. I Just kept making a beeline. I fail, I die, I turn back around, and I make it, but I just start heading back to the king again. And I ended up winning. I ended up going to battle with the king and winning. It took until literally like the very last turn, I think. But it was just a thing where I just like, you can let random chance define your choices and just like brute force, and it'll often work out.
Can't draw this hand.
Choose a card to add to their installment.
Baby, wait, I know that you're afraid, but it'll be okay if you just stay with me, and we can run from here, and we can
Oh, I should just draw this as a fist.
you won't find us well.
Because I can't do it the other way.
Dear, so baby, hold on to me, 'cause I know I can make you believe something that only we can see. Oh, so baby, hold on to me, hold on to me.
My turn.
You're the night sky trying to make me see your stars, but the dark gets lonely. Now I see violet, I can feel silence, and the dark's all that I see when your stars
This is
are burnt
stupid.
out.
My randomly drawn quests are all
And
for
your
the same
heart
player,
makes no
and they all
sound.
involve one item
I'll
that I
find
don't have.
violet in your eyes. You'll always be my night sky. You'll always be my night sky. You'll always be
All right, I think that's it.
You're the night sky hiding behind dark gray clouds.
I just gave up on that hand and drew a fist.
Oh, I shouldn't have done that. I should have done my sword. I thought I only had one.
Silence is so loud when you go. I just stay dancing with my shadow all day. Watch the time. I can't find the point where our two paths
I think it's good.
collide. You're the night
All right, I think that's gonna be me since I finished this, and it's
but I've always
an hour and a half in.
now I see by
I guess you're streaming. Yeah, because you've been talking to people.
I'll find valid in your eyes. You'll always be my night sky. You'll always
So yeah, if you'd like to,
sky.
I'm gonna head out. But if you'd like to watch Andrew play Root, head on over to our Twitch channel. That's in the description down below. That's also in our. I just put that in the chat. Also, interact with those links down below. Like, smash bell, subscribe, all those things. Any little bit of support is super cool to see. Not to mention, you'll see who's going live with what next. Tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, Colin and I are continuing Arkham Horror. Tuesday, I don't think I'm streaming, since Andrew and I are getting something in the bag for everybody, and I need to double check on things for Wednesday. But either way, like I always say, if you interact with those links, you'll certainly be informed. If you liked this, tell a friend. If you didn't like it, lie to a friend. And I believe that's it. Yeah, and check Andrew out over on Twitch while he plays Root. Maybe he left. I don't know. Oh, I heard like.
Oh,
Oh. So yeah, I think that's it. So anyways, have a good rest of your Sunday, and I will hopefully catch you later. Bye.